back again. All right. We got Apex in the back seat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so we got some folks jumping in here. We traveling, guys, on the interstate, so y'all please forgive us. It's a little difficult. We got obviously a little road noise from the vehicle, but we're on the interstate and moving from tower to tower, so we're going to try to answer a few questions. We had a question from John a little earlier talking about should we go door to door during our slow time trying to do driveways at a discounted price. And I totally understand if you're desperate for the money. Years ago when I first started, I was that guy that went door to door. You know, you try to land the driveway for $150 and they don't bite on it. Then next thing you know, you're doing it down at $80 or some discounted price. And I get it. Look, if you got family feeding kids, but don't do that unless it's really necessary, because there's two things on this that is going to come back to be at your disadvantage later. For one, that customer's always going to expect that price. Years from now, you can ask Apex. There's been houses I've washed for 25 years and I don't even want to go wash them anymore because they still expecting a price from 25 years ago.
They just can't keep up.
Yeah, it's really hard to raise the price on an old customer, you know, especially fixed income folks and stuff like that. So that price that you locked them in at $80, that's a discount. Not only they going to expect it every year, all their friends will. Any referrals you get from them, it's all going to be at that cheaper, lower rate. And then when you're not able to service them, like what happened to me, someone left me a bad Google business listing review because I had this lady locked in at a $400 price for years. She calls me and I said, man, we can't do it for that no more, you know, $400. So she said, well, how much this year? And I said, well, I kind of need $500 to come do it. And that must be bare minimum. Well, next thing I know, bing, she leaves me a bad review. So, you know, think about that. That customer's always going to want you to be that cheap price. And you're not going to be the cheap service provider for long. You may be struggling this year, but what about next year and the following year and the year after that? You want those ticket prices up where they need to be. And to become successful in this business, you're going to have repeat customers. And do you want those customers to be your repeat customers? The answer is no. I'd rather see you start building repeat customers from day one that respect your service and pay you accordingly. So I hope that makes sense. That's the first reason why you not want to do that. The second reason is even more important than the first reason. And again, we're talking about going door to door on your days off, just trying to fill those gaps with something. Go make a tank of gas, go make dinner money, giving that customer a discount price. The second reason why you don't want to do that is because of you. What does it do to your mind? What does it do to your confidence? You're the one that's going to lay in bed at night knowing that you gave some undeserving customer a super cheap price, and now you got sunburn on your ears, your feet are hurting, your hands are got rash on it from the soap, and all you made was $80 or even less. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve better than that. Now, that being said, if you're super struggling and have no other alternatives, then yes, you know, make the money any way you can, but try not to do it often. Try not to make a habit out of it, because they're going to expect that out of you, and then also it affects your confidence long term.
Yep, and we've got 20 people in the stream. We got a few likes. Make sure you smash that like button, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. If y'all can hear Apex in the background, if you could leave a comment. If not, I'll get them to kind of sit up a little bit stronger or closer to us, and maybe talk a little bit stronger and see if y'all can leave a few comments. Let us know if y'all can hear him as well. Again, guys, y'all hit that like button. This is our second try at this live. Seems like we're getting some pretty good service here, and we're actually leaving. We left Louisiana early this morning, and we travel in a good bit of ways to do some parking lot striping. And we did a lot of parking lot striping here the last few days back in Louisiana. We had a very small window of opportunity to do some striping tonight, so we're in a hurry trying to get over here to get it done. So also wanted to mention, if y'all want the all-pro parking lot striping course right now, Apex, if you don't mind, drop a comment, the promotional code.
Yep.
Will save you $300 on the course right now. Again, like I was saying in the other live that got bumped, Apex is supposed to talk to Mr. Craig tonight to see how long that promotional code is going to be going for. So we don't know when the web team's going to end it, but right now it's Billy499. Saves you $300. You get 11 hours of video training, and also Apex, we got a test in there as well. And so you can test yourself. And now the Apex, the way they do it, they can print out their certification afterwards. Is that correct?
Correct. So if you pass, you will then have the option to print out or save your certificate. Right,
that's if you pass. So
only if you pass.
We've had some guys that didn't pass it, and you know it's not a very difficult test. It's 55 questions in length, but there's some tricks in there. You know, I developed the test myself, so every question in that test is one of the questions I thought would be really important for you. Now, once you go through the 11 hours of training, you should be able to pass the test. I would like to see you ace it, but you know, it is what it is. But I would really like to be seeing y'all get those test scores up above 80%. If you fail the test, go back and rewatch those videos again. Go through that 11 hours again, because every time you go through it, you're going to pick up more knowledge, and then retest yourself. And I'm going to get a copy of every time that you take the test. It comes directly to my email. I'll look through it. If I see that there's a problem, I'm going to be calling you. I called a guy a couple of days ago. He never expected to hear, you know, he never thought he was going to hear from me, but I called him. I said, hey, I see you got a problem with the test. You know, walked him through some things that he needs to relearn, took some notes, sent them back into the course, gave him certain sections to watch. He takes the test a second time. Now, the first, I'm not going to mention his name because I'm sure it might be a little embarrassing, but the first time he only made like a 60% on it, Apex. The second run at it, he made a 92. So I'm good with a 92.
Yeah,
you know, you're there. You're there. You got an understanding of what we're going after. So, guys, if you're already a member of the All Pro Striping course, go log in with your username and password and take that test. I'm anxious to see some of y'all's scores out there. Apex, you got something to add to it, or a question here? Or?
Yeah, guys. So this test, you know, it really consists of a lot of the most important things that you should know when you're striping. Things that really matter, things that could either save your night at the parking lot,
yeah,
or
and the cops called on you if you mess it up too bad. And I've seen that done before. They call the cops. You know, they basically got him for property damage because that's what it was really doing.
Oh man, yeah. So we got 22 people in the stream. 22
guys. I appreciate it if y'all take 2 seconds and hit that like button for me right down there. I greatly appreciate it. We got a stunt driver right here in the driver's seat. I don't know if y'all can see in the background. We are like banking and yanking right here. We have 7 G's Maverick. This guy does lazy. He's a security cop, security guard, and also he's a race car driver. And he's actually going to school for his fixed wing pilot's license. So he just pulled a 7 G's around that corner. So I'm holding on right here. But yeah, we're in a hurry to get to our location because we got about a window of opportunity. I'd say about 8 hours of striping with a chance of rain down in a single digit. So, you know, we're hoping it works out. Go ahead, Apex. I see you reading something back there.
Yep. So, Dirt Blaster said he made a 98 and he wished he could have made a 100.
Well, Dirt Blasters, you need to go in there and retake it. But I did have a guy, he made a 96. He went in and retook it. The second time he comes back and makes like an 88. So
Must have got lucky.
yeah, be careful about retaking it because you could get a lower score on the second round. But yeah, you can retake it. Dirt Blasters, I know him well. He's out there in northern Louisiana, and he's doing really good. He's got a Titan 3500 striping machine. He's doing quite a few jobs. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all can see it. My head's in the way, but we got
see some of it.
Yeah, we got some Titans back here. We got 2 machines with us, a ton of paint. Oh, almost forgot. Guys, if you're a member of the All Pro Parking Lot Striping course, this is real important. And probably whenever we get back, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, so whenever we get back on Wednesday, we're going to get an email sent out to you letting you know where you can get paint. Now, it's latex only right now. I have some of it in the truck with me.
Yep.
This vendor has thousands and thousands and thousands of gallons of latex traffic paint, all colors, yellow, blue, white, red, and white, ready to go, ready to be shipped to your front door today. And matter of fact, they got, I don't have the locations with me, but they got maybe 10 or 12 locations, I think. And if you got to go and drive to that location like we did, you know, look, it's, if you could get paint in your hometown locally, great. That's ideal. But let's say, for example, Apex, I got a $10,000 striping job, which is very common. You know, that's an everyday occurrence. If I got a $10,000 striping job, would you drive 4 or 5 hours to go get paint?
Yes.
Versus losing the job.
I'm going to make that drive because that's a lot of money to pass on.
Yeah, look, it's a lot. Look, your mileage is tax deductible. So, you know, it really ain't costing you a whole lot other than your time, which, you know, but instead of passing on a $10,000 job and possibly having that customer year after year after year as a repeat business, or perhaps possibly other locations that they have, go and drive it. Look, if it takes a day trip, you leave 6 in the morning, grab some breakfast, hit the highway, go get your paint, and you're home that night before bedtime. Well, if you pick up a pallet of paint, you got paint for a while. Then it gives you some leeway on bidding jobs and not having to put customers off. I know some guys that personally lost a few jobs because they didn't have paint. They would have they'd have drove 3 days for the paint because these were some big jobs, like multiple tens of thousands. I think one of them was like $56,000 that he lost. He couldn't get the paint. Yeah, so it's really important that you're able to get paint. And now we're going to have the solution to those issues. Again, what we're going to do is send that to the members of the All Pro Striping course. I have very specific demands by our vendor not to put it out here on public because they do have many thousands of gallons of paint, but that would probably be gone by tonight if we announced it here on public. So that's going to go to the VIP members only. And if that changes in the future, I'll let you know. But for now, if you're a member of the All Pro Striping course, VIP only, you'll get that email with all the locations. You'll get their contact information, what supplies they have, what supplies they don't. Everything's going to be in that email, and then you can contact them directly, so on and so forth. So paint is no longer an issue. Knock on wood for now. So, but it is latex only. So, if you have some striping jobs lined up, get that paint. Go ahead and get them knocked out before it gets super cold this winter, and you'll be in good shape. So, just want to let y'all know about that, and that should be maybe by this weekend. We have all those emails sent out to the All Pro Parking Lot Striping course students in there.
Absolutely. We've got 32 people in the stream.
Thank you.
Good, healthy stream going here. And yeah, guys, whenever you're charging that much for a parking lot striping job, you have to bring a quality product to the table.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this one guy lost a $56,000 job. He couldn't get paint. It was sad. We were calling around. He needed a lot of paint. That was the problem. And he needed a very specific type of paint for his application. And he just couldn't get it. But one someone from out of state came in. They had to get it done. And that's another thing. Sometimes we're striping different locations, and this work has to be done now. They can't wait. So if you got it in your budget to go grab a pallet of paint, by all means do it. I mean, put it in a little storage building somewhere. It should stay good for about a year, maybe a little longer, and you have the paint. So when you want a $50,000 job pop up and you don't have the paint to do it, I mean, that right there would make me sick for sure.
Yeah. Gabriel Mendoza says, shout out from Midland, Texas. Thanks for all your help.
Appreciate it.
Stefan Sweeging says, hey, Mr. Davidson, what's up? Lake Tex Paint, God is great. And DC Lions Houston says, that is awesome. Look forward to getting the email for the paint.
So I will tell you, in Houston, that's going to be in your right backyard. I'm not allowed to say exactly where these places are and their name, just because there would be obviously a run on paint. You know, it'd be like telling you where a free bag of money is laying on the side of the street. You know, how long is it going to stay there? The same thing with this paint. They have several thousand gallons right now. I want to say he has at least 3,000 on hand. I even got some video of it. So, you know, these are going to be for our VIP members. If you're not a VIP member, it's probably worth the price of admission just to get into the striping course, so you have access to the paint, obviously. And we negotiated a deal for our students of the VIP memberships, a little bit of a discounted price. Now, you know, it doesn't matter that much if it's $1 or $2 a gallon, but look, if you do got to travel a couple hours for paint, you know, it pays for your fuel and your lunch, getting a little bit of a discount. So just something we wanted to bring to you all, you know, just because y'all have been here for us watching our videos and supporting our efforts. So we want to be able to give back in a way like that. So that, again, probably about a weekend, we should be sending out all those emails. If you don't see something by late in the weekend, make sure you check your spam folder and just type in my name in your search bar in your email, Billy Davidson, and it should populate any recent emails from our team. What else we got, Apex, back there?
So we're pretty much all caught up on comments.
Okay, good deal.
26 people still in. We got one from earlier, Scott Ferguson, in regards to all that driveway cleaning stuff. He says, I don't recommend it unless you are doing packages or do multi-service offer. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, getting back to driveway. Look, right now, customers are paying really high prices for fuel. They're paying really high prices for their electric bill. Like, I know personally, my electric bill went up because there's a fuel surcharge on there. This truck don't get but about 17 miles to the gallon. Gas, if you get the middle grade, you have $5 a gallon. Food prices have went up. I'm starting to be a little bit worried about homeowners getting services done, and will they put them off? Now, of course, you have a subsection of customers that will always have enough money to have their house pressure washed, their driveway roofed 2-3 times a year. It doesn't matter. But there's going to be some of these other budget conscientious customers that may wait this year. They may not, instead of getting it done towards the end of the summer, they may have to do school clothes, school supplies. You know, August is one of those months. They may want to take a last minute 3-day vacation with their kids. And instead of getting their shingle clean, they decide to do that. So that being said, I'm starting to worry a little bit about some of these residential customers holding back. But that's why we always preach, have 30% of your business in residential, 30% in commercial, and 30% in government work. And that's schools, libraries, hospitals, clinics that are for the VA. I mean, there's government work everywhere. There is government work at facilities in your area that you pass by and never even realize that it's a government facility. So being spread out and diversified between residential, commercial, and government is a great idea. So like I said, I do about 30% across the board. Well, you say, what about that last 10%? Well, that falls into the other category. And other could be anything from window cleaning. It could be to heavy equipment cleaning, maybe some fleet washing, cleaning excavators. You always need to keep at least a toe in the water when it comes to fleet washing, heavy equipment cleaning, excavators, and that sort of stuff. Just in the event one of your other sectors goes down, let's say residential drops down, where you were doing 30% of your business in residential, now you're only doing 20% or 15%, and you want to make that else up somewhere where that other maybe doing some fleet washing or heavy equipment washing could definitely make up if the residential world slows down. It would be a real rare situation where all of these sectors would just, the bottom would drop out at the same time. Usually it's going to be like a ripple effect where residential a slow down, then commercial, but then by that time residential's coming back up and then commercial's going down. It's more of that seesaw effect. So stay diversified, don't work too cheap, get the correct training and knowledge that you need from the people that you trust to help grow your business. And I think you can definitely weather any storms that may be coming our way.
Absolutely, that's awesome, Billy. We got 20 people in the stream.
Appreciate y'all.
GoPro7 says, "What's up, guys?"
All right, GoPro. GoPro's another fellow Louisianan, and GoPro, I was gonna let you know, we met with our lieutenant governor a few days ago, about a week or so ago, and so we was able to meet some of our state leaders down there in Louisiana, and it was really nice to meet with them and chat with them. So, but yeah, GoPro's another fellow Louisiana, and I bet he's probably eating some seafood this weekend if I had to guess. So we got pretty much all caught up on all our questions and comments, Apex? Or?
Yeah, we're completely caught up on questions.
All right, then I guess we're about to our location. So again, guys, we're going to be shooting some footage of what we're striping here tonight. We'll be putting that on the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all check your emails if you're a member of the All Pro Striping course. By this weekend, we'll have y'all some information in there as well. And don't forget to use our promotional code Billy499. Save you a few dollars on the All Pro Parking Lot Striping course. And we're going to go spray some paint, make some money, get something good to eat tonight, some sleep, and do it all over again tomorrow. Anyway, guys, y'all be good. We love y'all. We'll see y'all in the next video. I got to see if I can...